We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It'll be spring training Diamond Dynasty action in this one between Florida and the Bronx. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Here's Dee Gordon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Florida, second baseman Dee Gordon.
And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. 2-1 now to Gordon. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. 3-1. Here it is. Line drive to center field, and this inning starts with a solid base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. In is Christian Yelich.
Center fielder Christian Yelich.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Cut fastball inside. Ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way.
Outside.
2-0.
With all that speed over there on first base, I'm not surprised to see that fastball on the outside corner. That's almost like a pitch out.
2-0 count, and the pitch lifted into the air out towards center field. Quinn moves over. He's got it one away, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting third.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo.
44.
First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one. Gone. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch inside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second. One out and a runner on second base. Rizzo out in front here as this is pulled foul into the seats in right. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses. 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Ready now, Nolan Arenado. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground, and that is through into center field. A base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Here's Carlos Gonzalez.
Right fielder number 5. Carlos.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get one run in, and now you have two other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
And that's in there. Base hit. Rizzo rounds the corner and is headed home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Batting sixth.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. First delivery to him on the way. Top started to go down after it and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. He's set. Now the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Arenado is on his way home. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
I like that take right there. I know it's a strike, but man, they're making him work. He's been struggling early, and now they're making him work even more. You got to stay within your game plan and be patient, and I think this is a good plan right now.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little two-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
And he misses there. 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Misses. Ball 2. Boy, and a sign that things are not going smoothly. There's action in the bullpen here in the very first inning. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. Ready with the 2-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Shortstop, Yunel Escobar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Batting ninth.
In now, Mike Leake. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Alomar is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Ballers, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Here it comes. Soft liner out toward left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in, Tony Gwynn. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tony Gwynn.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Nobody out, runner on first. Right side. One away. So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. From the belt, the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. High in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Batting fourth.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. Two gone now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Leak pauses. 1-0 on its way. 2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
And he gets the call that time for strike number one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled straight back. Ready with another 2-2. And another foul ball. Just hung in there on that one.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, D. Gordon. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
D. Gordon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a flare out toward right center. Stanton coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Digging in to try it again. Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Yelich.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One-0 count. Here it is. And this is going to be a foul ball. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
First baseman
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. A runner at first with no outs here. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out. Ready for another chance? Nolan Arenado. He reached on a single in his first try.
Arenado.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Alomar ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Striding in once again, Carlos Gonzalez. Looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
I don't know what he was looking for right there, but man, he got a piece of that changeup and was able to foul it off. But that's a ball sitting right there for him to hit, and he was late with it. So I don't know what he's looking for. Looking for something harder, probably.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those. That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. To short, hit hard. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway. First offering on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now another 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Yoenis Cespedes is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Jake Lamb comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch in the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, the veteran switch hitter, Jorge Posada. Leake sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Ramos has got it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Piscotty. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Stephen Piscotty.
Into the windup and the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Well, he had a rough first 2 innings. You know what? He was in the dugout, though, talking to the pitching coach. I'm sure they had to make some kind of adjustments or maybe talk himself back into the game, because here he is for the third inning. Let's see what happens with that conversation. I love the pitch sequence. He shows him a pitch in the zone, then he throws him a slider out of the zone. He's owning him right now.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Stephen Piscotty becomes the first out of the inning. Wilson Ramos is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Shortstop.
Now at the plate, Yunel Escobar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he lays off there, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. It just makes you feel so much better and more confident as you move through the rest of the game.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chopped weakly to the left. To his right, Lamb. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Michael Pineda. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Michael Pineda.
Back to work now is Leake as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roberto Alomar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And this will be fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Stepping up to the plate, Gene Segura. He singled his last time up.
Gene Segura.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Striding into the box, Tony Gwynn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to first. Rizzo is there. The tag, and he is out. Into the box now, Mike Leake. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Catcher, Mike Leake.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
He's really struggling in this game, Matt. But you know what? It hasn't been the first pitch strike. He's throwing 60% of the time the first pitch strike to hitters. It just hasn't been good stuff that he's throwing up there.
Swing and a line drive. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. Here's D. Gordon now. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
D. Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. Has a look, now the pitch. This is flared right back over the mound. To second for one. On to Belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for one. In is Christian Yelich. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Yelich.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-1 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Under it now is Segura, and he's got it. 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider on the inside for strike one.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a foul tip. Held onto behind the plate. It's strike 3, and that ends the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Right fielder Giancarlo
Infield in the
Stanton.
overshift here. Now the pitch. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Way outside. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Stepping up now, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Brandon Belt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Number 52.
Stepping into the box.
Cespedes.
He's set. Here it comes. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle. Right-hander starts to loosen. Now the 0-1. And low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Set to deliver on 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. On a rope to the second baseman. Throw back to the bag. And the runner's back in time. Jake Lamb standing in now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And indeed he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate. Jorge Posada. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk. So now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The pitcher, number
now at the plate, Michael Pineda. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Obviously he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Nolan Arenado. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Nolan Arenado
takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just got a piece to the right side. He's got it. And he'll just step on first here to take the Shure out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Piscotty.
He's set, and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Stanton's going to come over for a look, but he won't have a play. It's a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stanton coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate. So striding in, Wilson Ramos. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just got a piece up the line, but it's foul, strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Slapped hard the opposite way. Now a reach, but this gets past him in right, and this ought to be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Digging in and looking for more. Mike Leake. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Aaron Judge will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Aaron Judge.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Stanton racing back. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip. Coming to the plate now, D. Gordon. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Josh Edgen is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-handers. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Jack Morris, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. So digging in now, Roberto Alomar. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Line, but speared on a hop. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Gene Segura standing in. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Segura.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. 0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Yelich on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Tony Gwynn. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Now batting, Giancarlo Stanton. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Right side, hit hard. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The first baseman.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Ready once again, Christian Yelich. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Pitch on the way. And he shoots it into center field for a leadoff single. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important. To get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And now a pitch on the way. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Carlos Gonzalez would be next. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit means Carlos Gonzalez gets a chance to bat.
The right fielder, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Gonzalez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Edgin is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he's retired 1 away. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Loud.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Shoots this one over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Posada comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded by Escobar to Gordon for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Digging in once again, Stephen Piscotty. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build.
Stephen Piscotty.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And the pitch on 2-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near Monument Valley. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He doubled his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Oh, and he botches it. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Escobar.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Stanton has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Jack Morris. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Logan Forsythe will get a chance with a runner in scoring position. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's D. Gordon now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Gordon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. In is Christian Yelich. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. From the stretch. This is hit softly to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Cam Bedrosian enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Edgin. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Josh Edgin.
Reggie Jackson is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he's going to get there as he comes through off the bench with a leadoff double. Ready for another shot now. Roberto Alomar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Roberto Alomar.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 7-1 now.
The batter, number 2.
Gene Segura standing in. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He comes set here. Tough slider down low for a strike. Now the 0-1. This is line to left. And that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Striding in once again, Tony Gwynn. He's got a hit in 3 outs. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Grounded to the right. And that is into right field. A base hit. Alomar rounds third and is digging for the plate. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And a dive there by Escobar, but he can't get it. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 7-3 ball game. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Kyle Bearclaw.
Kyle Bearclaw.
First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Piscotty arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
To the right side and through, a base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate. Digging in to try it again. Jake Lamb. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a foul pop behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Now in the box, Jorge Posada. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And this one gets away. Goes to third with it. So now 2 men in scoring position. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he swings right through it there. 2-1. And this is fouled back and out of play.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. J.R. Graham has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin there.
Anthony Rizzo.
Lifted the other way to left center. Cespedes is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Standing in, Nolan Arenado. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Quinn moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now. At the plate, Wilson Ramos. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And that's through into left, a base hit. In quickly with it is Cespedes, and that'll force the runner to hold on at third base. Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. It's been an
Now,
0 for
Escobar.
trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. Stanton is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. The bases loaded. Ready now, J.R. Graham. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Mario Mendoza will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half. Of the 8th. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now batting, Roberto Alomar. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. On the ground to the right side. Gordon able to get there. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
The batter, number 2.
Standing in, Gene Segura. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made an out right there.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Carter Capps enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Into the box now, Kyle Barraclough. He'll try and lead things off here in inning. Nope. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here it comes. Swing and a miss now as Floyd finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Now the pitch. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Here's D. Gordon now. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Gordon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
This guy's motion is so funky. You almost have to take the first pitch and just hope it's going to be a ball. In this case, it was a strike, but you got a chance to see his motion. Maybe you can measure it now and get back in the at-bat.
Sign from Posada. Now the 1-1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far.
Yelich.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. He's set and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. One-0 count. Here it is. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Runners on first with one down. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And this one is off the glove of Posada. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was a fly out.
Anthony Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch, chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. David Robertson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Digging in, Tony Gwynn. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
And this is going to be a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 27.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Ready with the 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Gordon is there. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Woohoo! Did you see that swing? He threw it right by him. I tell you what, this is the alpha male battle. I wouldn't be surprised to see another fastball right here.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game.